purpose of vision screening. So far, pediatricians do visual acuity testing. Okay. Before visual acuity testing, there's only one test they can do, and that is red reflex testing. Red reflex testing is when they take an ophthalmoscope and they shine light into the eye and they get a red reflex and they try to see if the red reflex has a different color in both eyes or has a brightness pattern from pretty almost white to dark. This is indicating refractive errors. This is what they do with babies. After that, they do nothing for a long time, and then at age 4, they sometimes attempt visual acuity testing, which is a wall chart, and you cover one eye, you're at either 10 or 20 feet away. Cover one eye, you read it, you cover the other eye and read the same line, same letters. So there's a lot of room for error. There's room for cheating when they peek through their fingers, and there is room for error because of the distance. Because if it's not the exact distance, the whole calibration of the wall chart is for nothing. So between doing a red reflex test at, let's say, half a year, or even before that, and doing visual acuity, we have 4 to 5 years where a visual disorder can develop, and depending on that visual disorder, it may lead to amblyopia. Most people know it as lazy eye. Okay, this is when they are basically blind in one eye and then need patches on the good eye to force the bad eye to develop. But at that point, it's already too late. So the purpose of this device is to start as young as we can, which is 5 months for us, and have an objective reading. Visual acuity is subjective. Objective reading that tells you not only pass refer, but also what is the problem. Do I have farsightedness, short-sightedness, anisometropia, which is the different power in both eyes? This is the major cause for lazy eye. Astigmatism, high cylinder values. Anisocoria, different pupil sizes. That little guy today, he was born with it, that's fine. But then also if a child was in an accident or had an injury, shock, trauma, this can lead to anisocoria. It's a neurological problem then. Also, we check for gaze alignment. So we track where the child looks at and can identify if the gaze is symmetric or asymmetric. This is the purpose of what we do. All this will be neglected, will not be found, not even be found with a visual acuity test. And if they find something, it's too late already because those children are easily 4 to 5 years old when they continue working with them. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So with this device here, from our hardware point of view, there are a couple things that are important. First of all, we use a smiley face as a fixation target. Competition uses a black hole. Okay, so what do you like to look at? Black hole or smiley face? Smiley face. Yes, right, perfect. It is fully round. Our previous models, they had like soft corners, soft edges. But children tend to focus on edges and corners because that's more interesting. That's something that is round.
Oh, I see.
So there's nothing they can grab, so it is round, so they look in the middle. In the middle is the smiley face, so that's the perfect fixation target. Behind that smiley face, behind that nose, is our camera. Around the nose, we have the LED lights. Okay, you don't see them too much, and you don't want to see them too much because, again, if there are LED lights, children might look at the corners of the lights instead of the smiley face. On the other side, yep.
You want them to focus on the nose.
If they can talk, I would always tell them look at the nose because this is where the camera is. If they're babies, they will just naturally look at that face. And even when I look into your eyes, I'm not looking into your eyes because I would have to, as I'm thinking about it, I have to choose one eye.
Okay.
So I'm basically looking at your nose.
Yes. Plus, the only thing that has edges is the nose.
That is true.
Smart.
That is true. So on the other side, we have a 7-inch high-resolution touchscreen, full touchscreen. It's the biggest touchscreen in any vision screen out there. The biggest that I sound like Trump. The biggest touchscreen. If you ever seen
beautiful screen.
Beautiful screen.
Yes.
It's beautiful. On the side, this is also very important. We have a battery compartment here. You just slide it open and let it drop. This is where your user replaceable battery is. It's good that this is not for everybody. So this is our user replaceable battery. Competition devices, competitors, they have built-in batteries. So if that battery dies, they want you to send in that device and pay a lot of money, $500 to $1,000 depending on the state. Okay? This here is about $80 retail, and you just put it in yourself, close that battery compartment if you didn't lose it, and keep going. Downtime, literally 10 seconds.
How long does the battery last?
Like lifetime?
Yes.
Lifetime, a lithium battery in general, every lithium battery, has about 800 charging cycles before they start dying. 800 cycles is most probably two and a half to 3 years. That would be a typical lifespan. So after 3 years, when you buy a spot vision screener, after 3 years is the first time when you will spend money on that device, because you have to pay for battery replacement. With this one, 80 bucks, zero downtime. Now, turning it on, it's easy. We're using this button here. We push it once, and this button illuminates green because it's also your battery status. So green means it's fully charged, yellow means 25% left, red means 10% left, off means your device is out of battery. Okay. The boot process takes about 15 seconds. Spot takes about a minute. Our previous devices take about a minute. Doesn't seem like a problem, but if you want that, you use the device now. And you come in, child is there, child is relaxed. Within a minute, the child can freak out. So it's already here. We have 3 measurement modes. The only device that has 3 measurement modes. Only vision screen that has 3 measurement modes. Visual acuity, what I just told you about the wall chart. We consider our device like a digital wall chart. We can choose different sizes, and we would use it like this. We would go on a 10 feet distance, hold it at eye level, and then let the child cover their eyes, always with the palm, cover their eyes, read 3 out of 5 right, that's perfect, you passed. Tap once, hit OK again, do it with the other eye, so it shuffles the optotypes. So even that, compared to a regular wall chart, increases your sensitivity and specificity like crazy, because you're making it harder. They cannot remember, because now it's a different order. Cancel, red X is always, we go back to where we came from. This here is our red reflex mode. This is simply taking a picture and showing you the red reflex. This is great for babies or for patients where you don't want the refraction, but you want to check for cataracts, retinoblastoma, for example, scars.
Oh, okay.
The one in the middle, this is where the magic happens. This is our instrument-based vision screening. This is where we charge CPT code 99177. That's important.
Okay, yes.
We start with the age group. Why do we need an age group? We need an age group because with age, the tolerance changes. In a baby, I have a lot more tolerance because it's still developing. But if I'm starting to get 5 years, 6 years, 7 years old, I mean, I should have good eyes by now. I should have good sight. So we tolerate less. So I'm a little older than 6. So I hit the 6, and this is now 6 to 99. If I hit the 1, this is 1 to 2, okay? This is how we work. Once you tap on one of those age groups, the go buttons will start flashing green, and all you have to do at this point, you hold it in both hands. It's a light device, it's just 2 pounds. Lightest device in the market, again. Click either go button, it doesn't really matter. Now the measurement starts, and we have that first, this is already it, so it's so fast.
It's amazing, so fast.
So once the sound comes, this is the attention grabber. And in a silent environment, it's gonna be pretty loud. So the child goes like, boom, what happens? Looks at you, if you're in the right distance, measurement is over. Once the sound comes again, and we can fake that here, once the sound comes again, the measurement starts. That's your indicator that you're in the right distance.
Okay.
We'll train that. Now, what we see here on screen, first of all, most importantly, pass or refer, depending on the person. Means I'm good, I'm within the thresholds, no need to see a doctor. When I tap here once, I can zoom in and see the red reflex. If I saw black dots, black stripes, something that looks like a cloud, that could all be potential cataracts, scars, or abnormal reflexes from the retina. Super important that you have this picture, because in a red reflex test, like I explained in the beginning, they have no proof of what they did. And they have to be like, did I see that? Did I not see it? Okay, I think I didn't see it. This way, you can document it. And if someone says, hey, you missed something, doc, you'll be like, hey, here's my test, this is what I did, look at it yourself. The second tap down here, this is where your values are stored. So we show sphere, so the spherical equivalent, this is indicating far-sighted, this is when you see plus values. Short-sighted, this is when you see minus values. And then you can see the difference between both eyes, anisometropia. The second line, cylinder, this is astigmatism. We display it manufacturer setting as minus. You could change it to plus. Doesn't make a difference for you. It's for optometrists in the end. Keep it on minus. Pupil sizes. This is where we could see anisocoria. Like I said, could come from trauma or concussion, or someone's born with it. And then ASY is the asymmetry. This is all those green dots here. And I was looking away, which is why we see that shift here. But the green dots, every green dot has a corresponding green dot on the other side. That's one measurement. That's one gaze where I looked at. So when I look at you, for example, and I look up, you will see a lot of dots in the end up here. So it tracks my eye movement.
Okay.
And this, in the end, shows me then, do I have a symmetric gaze or an asymmetric gaze? Exo, ESO, or just one eye?
Okay. Is a red dot mean anything?
So, and we can also do that so you see it. Red dots, for example, mean, let's assume we have a child that has strabismus. One eye looks at me, one eye looks here. You will see a lot of red dots, which means we detect where the child looks at, but we don't calculate the refraction for that eye because that would be the periphery of the retina. So we wouldn't measure what the child actually sees. We would measure the refraction of what, when I look at you, what I see here, which is just blurry. I don't see that.
Right.
I only see when I look at you. This is red dots.
Oh, okay. I saw one red dot there.
Yeah, and one red dot could just be got lost.
Oh, okay.
A reflex. Third window, this is the database. We could simply accept that this is an anonymous reading, hit the print button, it will save a PDF. From there, we can plug in a USB drive, download it. If we connect the device to Wi-Fi, we can use the free software PlusOptics Connect for automated printing, automated PDF sending to a folder, anything you want. We could integrate it into an EHR system. This is also doable. But we can also make it a personalized data entry by just typing in the name, the actual birth date, and whatever information I have that I want in there.
Excellent.
Red X brings us back to the start screen, and I may just want to show that to you because this is the red reflex test. I'm going to do that on you. You just look at that little smiley face. There we are.
Oh, look at those beautiful eyes.
So this shows us everything looks pretty much equal. On this screen, it'll show me PB is pupil brightness. Okay, so the brightness is almost equal. Pupil sizes are equal. The asymmetry, you have a very pretty much symmetric gaze. Yeah. So this is what a doctor would do if he just wants a red reflex test. This is how the PlusOptics works. Standard recommendations from my side: always measure at eye level. Never measure top down because children tend to look like this, pupils covered. Never measure like this, you sit and the child stands because children will look like this. If the child sits on the lap of a parent, don't let them sit like this, pupils covered. Long hair, out of the face. No hoodies, no caps. Make sure the eyes are visible, eyes are open. We technically don't need a dark room, we measure in here. Sometimes it can help though to dim the room light a little bit in order to make the pupil bigger, which again for our red reflex test is great because now we see more of the lens, which means we could see cataracts that are even in the periphery. Okay? But technically not needed. From a medical point of view, it will help you. What else?
How much does it cost?
Right now, $7,495. Maybe more expensive in the future. Definitely not cheaper.
Exactly. Yes.
So another thing that is important for me when I demo the device, okay, and he has seen that yesterday all day long. People come here, hey, measure me, and I'm like, no, you measure me first because I want you to see what it's like to use it, okay, and then I measure you. Then I measure you. The reason why I'm doing that is because I know that I'm easy to measure and I know my values. So, and I know when you use it the first time, you will freeze, you will not move, you will not adjust the distance. So if I'm standing there, I'll be standing there forever. That measurement will cancel and they will be like, didn't work, sucks. So what I'm doing is, and we just do that again, you pretend to be a shy customer that is not moving. Hit the go button. And I'm starting a little further away now. So someone's freezing. So I see the pattern here. and I come a little closer. The moment I come closer, I see the LEDs here, and I can show you. There is a pattern. You will notice after some time, oh, something happens when I'm in the right distance. And that's the moment when I know this is the measurement. Okay? So I'm stopping, so I am releasing the measurement. I fake it for the customer. Now they're like, wow, this is it? Yes, this is it. And when I do the reading, I mean, then it's easier because I know how to do it. But as a matter of fact, even if that second measurement doesn't work, it doesn't matter because then I can still explain, well, your pupils are too small, you're not a baby, you know. Whatever I did that makes my pupils big, yeah. I do it in the morning. I don't say it what it is, yeah. Not on camera. But then it can go wrong. But the first one worked. My first demo always have to work. And if I know that I'm easy to measure, always on me or always on you. Just try it and get that. You have to be able to understand that pattern. Yeah? For example, here.
Lines on.
Right.
That's not working.
So I'm coming just a little closer. I just came a little closer. And in the end, that's what you gotta learn. Come a little closer and see what's happening. Try that, okay? Now I'm starting it, and I'm gonna be a little too far away.
Okay.
Come a little closer and watch the LEDs, okay? What do you see?
The ones when you did on me were just on top.
We rotate. So we have 6 segments, and we illuminate one by one. It's too fast to see, so you just see some.
Oh, okay. So right now,
so-
when I didn't think it was
Okay,
working.
come a little closer.
Come a little closer.
Yeah, and that is too fast. That goes back. Go back. Go back. Did you notice?
There,
Yeah.
yes.
So there is something that is different from when you started, and this is what you're looking for. So at some point, you will also know that this is the perfect distance, just from experience.
Right.
Yeah? And then it's just about this and not about this. Because this is also what many
okay.
people do.
A lot.
They start here, and when I'm like, okay, now please come closer, they will be like,
Take a step.
take a step,
Yes.
way too far. We also tell people, stand like this, so you just rock. After some time, they will know their distance, and then that rocking is enough. Yeah? So you are actually a refer. Reflex looks good. We see here we have anisometropia, which means left eye is different from the right eye. Are you on monovision? Okay, no. That's a no.
What?
Okay, so one eye has a tendency to be farsighted and one short-sighted for you.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. I'm wearing contacts right
Okay,
now.
but then it might make sense
This
for
is
you.
for reading, and this is for
This is
the
monovision
five.
then, basically.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
okay,
that's what I'm
monovision.
doing with
Good.
the contacts right now.
Good, perfect. This is pretty exhausting. Yeah, if you have, well, you got to train that. I would
Yes.
get nuts.
Yes.
With
Yes. Well, I mean, the brain is
it. So see, it tells you
pretty.
it's a
awesome.
refer because of anisometropia, different power.
So this
And
would be because I'm wearing contacts, and one is
for you,
for
because
for-
it's monovision. One is reading, one is far.
Yes,
yeah?
that's what the
If that was a
contacts are
child,
doing, so-
if that was a child here, off to the doctor right away, immediately, because that's what causes lazy eye on the long run.
Ah, I see. I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's read what the contacts are doing.
Right. It doesn't
Very
know. It
interesting.
doesn't know that you have contacts in.
Right.
It doesn't know if you measure over glasses or stuff. So it'll do whatever is whatever
In
it sees
front of
or
it, yeah.
whatever is in front of it.
Very smart.
Yeah.
Can you go over the financing and how it
So we have
10 years, whatever?
So we have, let's start with how much it is. It is right now $7,495. That's a lot of money. A wall chart is like $50, okay? Since we do visual acuity testing on it as well, we could use 2 CPT codes. 99177 for instrument-based vision screening, on-site analysis, pass refer, and 99173 for visual acuity. Not built together, but you can use both codes with that device. The investment may look a lot in the first place. And if you screen exactly one child, that's a crazy expensive vision screen, $7,500. Huh? The child better becomes, I don't know, president. But if you screen 1,000 children, it becomes cheaper. If you screen 1,000 children over every year, 3 years is 3,000 children. 10 years, and I'm confident about 10 years, because we would even sell warranties for up to 10 years, okay, for that device. So someone could plan to use it for 10 years. 10 years, every year, 1,000 screenings, 10,000 screenings. Now we're talking cents, per screening. The more you use it, the cheaper it gets. That's the simple calculation behind it. Now, if you want to get rich with it, it may take a while. So you will not get rich immediately, but you will definitely break even. The more you use it, the sooner you will break even. The CPT code is for private reimbursement. Medicaid doesn't pay in all states. Texas right now, it's not paying, but we're working on it. So what you got to see from a business point of view, if you have half of the practice private reimbursement, half of the practice Medicaid, if that half pays, let's say, $10 to $12 per measurement, and the other half doesn't pay anything, that means on average you still net $6, $5 to $6. So $5 to $6, 1,000 screenings a year, that's $5,000. 1.5 years and that is paid for. Do just 500 children a year, 3 years and it's paid for. So it'll be paid for way before you need a new device, and that's the point when you start earning money. That's how we sell it. You will not get rich immediately, you will break even, you will not lose money, and the more you use it, the sooner you will start earning money.
Excellent.
All that and calculate in nurse time and
That's chair time, nurse time.
Yeah.
You can, of course, save a lot of time and get more patients in at the same time. So instead of working with 10 only, now you may be able to do 15, because wall chart testing can easily take 4 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Easy. And with this,
Seconds.
all in from, hey, come in, sit here, look there, 30 seconds. So, game changer.